had to recently, and on the very first day of having this number, I started getting a bunch of texts from a random group chat of people I don't know. But over time, I realized that this was a family group chat, and my new number must have been one of the family members' old number. But they didn't know that, so sometimes I would purposely start drama in the family group chat whenever I was bored. Like after about a week, I knew all of their names, and I knew a little bit about each one of them. And one big thing that they would always text about in the group chat was their daughter Janessa, because Janessa was dating a boy that the rest of the family did not approve of. So one time, the group chat was pretty dry, so I just decided to send a text and say, Janessa, how could you not tell us that you got engaged? And immediately after sending this, the whole group chat just went crazy. Like family members were calling, texting, leaving the group, and Janessa literally just replied in all caps saying, that is not true. But since the family didn't like the guy already, I think they kind of believed that this was something Janessa would do, so they didn't believe her. So at this point, I kind of felt bad and felt like I took it too far, so I just decided to tell everyone that I am not the person they think I am. And right away, they just kicked me out of the group chat. I was low-key hurt though, because I kind of felt like I was becoming a member of the family. But Janessa, I hope there's no hard feelings. I wish the best for you and your boyfriend.
Why does having a crush make you become a freak? Because one time I liked this girl and we would FaceTime, but every once in a while she would mute her mic. So I asked, why do you keep muting your mic? But she didn't want to tell me because she said it was embarrassing. But I kept asking her, so she said, fine, I'll tell you. Then she said, I mute my mic every time I have to fart. You know what my response was? I said, oh, don't mute your mic. I want to hear your farts. Bro, why would I say that? I didn't even mean it in a weird way. I just wanted her to be comfortable with me, but I couldn't explain that now. Like, did I actually want to hear her farts? Well, no, but it practically sounded like I was begging to hear them. I just know this is what I looked like to her. Please let me smell them. It's safe to say me and that girl did not work out.
Does anyone else's mom just tell random people your darkest secrets for no reason? Because I love my mom, but I don't tell her secrets anymore because the moment I do, I know that she'll go down Hollywood Boulevard with a megaphone and tell everyone else. And it's not like she's trying to be mean. I think all moms just naturally do this. But it gets even worse because not only will she tell other people my secrets, but she'll slightly change the story to make it sound more embarrassing. Like one time I was at dinner with my mom and her friend has a 2-year-old boy. So she kept complaining about how her son is always wetting the bed. And you want to know what my mom said back? She says, oh, that's normal. Tyler wet the bed until he was 14. First of all, that's not true. I stopped wetting the bed when I was like a lot younger. But one night when I was 14, I drank too much water before bed and I ended up wetting the bed that night. But second of all, why would you tell them that? She wasn't even asking about me. You initiated that. Like, I get that you want to relate to her, but at what cost? And if you're gonna tell everyone my business, the least you could do is not make it sound worse than it is. I can't even blame her though, because she doesn't do it on purpose. I'm just tired of her accidentally cooking me.
Why are 911 operators so calm? Like, I just saw this video where a lady was literally being chased by someone with a machete. And she was on the 911 call like, help, they're chasing me, please hurry. And the operator was just like, okay, ma'am, can you tell me your name? What? Like, if I was the 911 operator right there, I would be like, a machete? Run, girl, run! And trust me, I know they're calm on purpose, but I feel like if I was being chased by someone and the only response I got was, what's your name? I would be even more stressed because, like, do you even care? The operators talk as if you just interrupted something that they were doing. Like in one of the videos, I could hear the operator yawn. Imagine running for your life and the 911 operator yawns. You're cooked. You're cooked. Why do teachers get pregnant so much during school? And it makes going to school so weird because one time I had a teacher that was 8 months pregnant for like half the year. And randomly in the middle of class, she would always scream and she would be like, oh, sorry guys, it's the baby kicking. Like we would literally be reading a book because it was English class and she would be like, but then Romeo, and we would be terrified like, girl, did your water just break? But she could see that we were always petrified when she would scream. So she would try to make jokes and be like, I might pop this baby out right here. No one laughed when she said stuff like that because we were like, yeah, you probably will. But you want to know what the most funny part is? The next year, I had her for a class again, and she was pregnant again. Like, how freaky are you getting during summer break? We need to give teachers more time off so they don't got to teach a class while they're 13 months pregnant.